Maria Khan from Center for Peace and Spirituality. The topic I will speak on today is real worship. According to the Quran, worship governs the character of a true believer. There is a chapter in the Quran called Al-Ankabut. In this chapter, there is a verse which says, Inna salat tanha anil fahshai wal munkar. It means, surely prayer restrains one from indecency and evil. This Quranic verse gives us a very important aspect of worship. In fact, it presents the true picture of worship. Worship in Islam is not a spiritless ritual. It is a living act. During prayer, a worshipper recites certain verses from the Quran. These verses guide a person on how to conduct his daily life and what he should do in order to gain salvation in the hereafter. This means that true worship makes a person very conscious about his daily behavior and social conduct in family as well as in all other walks of life. So when such a person returns to society, he returns as a person with a difference. For example, during prayer, a person repeatedly says, Allahu Akbar. This phrase, Allahu Akbar, means God is great. Greatness belongs to God Almighty alone. This inculcates the spirit of modesty in a person. He lives in society among his fellow human beings in humility and without arrogance. Similarly, towards the end of prayer, the worshipper turns to his right and to his left and he says, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuhu. It means, may the peace and blessings of God be upon you. In other words, the worshipper addresses all of humanity and says, O people, you all are safe from me. I will live in society as a no-problem person. So the two most fundamental lessons that we learn from namaz or from prayer are lessons of modesty and of peaceful living. This Quranic verse gives us a criterion to judge the veracity of worship of every individual. If one's worship fulfills this criterion, then it is true worship. However, if it does not qualify this criterion, then it is not worship in the true sense of the word. It is merely a spiritless ritual. If we read the Quran, we will see that the Quran repeatedly says that those who are punctual in observing their prayers will be ensured entry to paradise. But God will ensure this entry to paradise or grant this entry to paradise only to those whose worship permeates their real life.